Okay, North Carolina, get in here, because they are talking about North Carolina childcare, and the task force that they created that is now warning of early childcare crisis. Baby, did the crisis just get in the room with y'all? It had to, because if you know anything about North Carolina, you know that this has been a crisis forever. And the fact of the matter is, they just basically put a vaccine shot band-aid on the problem, because if it ain't money, baby, that's if you know anything about early child care, you also understand how expensive it is. And right now, they're saying that it estimates about $11,000. And that's just for infant care. You're not talking about, any other things, not no diapers, no wipes, ain't nobody bid on no green beans, nothing. It is just $11,000 for childcare. Now, you also understand the average wages for these people in these childcare centers. Baby, they ends don't even know each other. They can't recognize each other. Forget waving, forget meeting. It does not happen. It is not a livable wage that most of these people are, being paid. So the task force is saying that they're trying to raise the minimum child care subsidies and having a subsidy reimbursement rate floor, meaning they're going to try to give greater benefits. Baby, if it ain't money, they don't like benefits. Yes, it's nice. However, what if these people don't have children? Because many people in early child care do not have children of their own. A lot of them do. However, there are some that just don't. So most of these benefits that they're touting is not going to be beneficial to those people. Because we do know that a lot of people, when they cannot find a job in their field or whatever, they will move to the early child care sector because they always have openings. Always. One thing people are always going to need, food and childcare. Because, listen, and that's the thing, if you cannot pay, your baby either going to, learn survival skills or, you know, it's literally the reality of early childcare. And the thing is, it also correlates to the job market, because if your parent does not have childcare, they cannot work. Because if they're trying to work, then, like I said, your baby gonna learn survival skills if there's not adequate care. And the fact that you're paying these people anywhere from like 14 to 17 dollars an hour to be with screaming children all day. Now, they did pass a bill in regards to these subsidies, and like I said, some of them are like partnerships with public schools and universities, and then having some type of subsidized care plan. But again, livable wage, we got to find some grant money. Like, we got money, everything else. You got this rainy day fund for North Carolina. Something else has to happen, because you cannot, continue to have these people working in this job market like this. And again, they're in each other. So, one part of this bill that they proposed, and it actually went into law, is increasing the class size. If you're going to increase the class size and you can't pay the people, so y'all gonna fix the ratio? Because we all know, as teachers, former teachers, caregivers, all the things, that North Carolina has a ratio, which means student to teacher. Y'all raising everything but the wage. You know what? And like I said, and the fact that y'all had to put together a task force when people have been screaming about childcare costs for freaking years, that childcare costs has just entered, crisis mode in the room with you just now, is problematic within itself and very triggering. Um, I don't know, North Carolina, what y'all gonna do about this. Um, because this administration came in hot talking about get aunties and grandparents to what, baby, they at work. I don't know if y'all have seen, the fact that y'all are trying to raise retirement age. That's another thing y'all raising without wage situations. Grandma and them at work. How they supposed to watch the babies that y'all want these people to continue to have? Y'all, North Carolina, I don't know what y'all gonna do, baby. I don't know. And then they cutting the money out of the Head Start program, so that's further going to cut into the workforce. Let us all pray. I don't know. That's all I got.